Today is sarvAdhAriye, New Year starting. It's called Vaisakhi in North. On behalf of all, no pivaka, no waka. Don't give pain to others, don't get pain. What did I say? No pivaka, no waka. எல்லாமாயிருக்கும் அந்த sarvAdhAriye சர்வ சம்பத்துக்கும் ஆதாரியே எல்லாமாயிருக்கும் அந்த sarvAdhAriye சர்வ சம்பத்துக்கும் ஆதாரியே sarvAdhAriye Viswanath Bhuvanadhariye Vishnuve Unakku Vandanam sarvAdhAriye Viswanathariye Bhuvanadhariye Vishnuve Unakku Vandanam எல்லாம் விளக்காய் தெரியும் எல்லாம் விளங்கச் செய்யும் எல்லாம் விளக்காய் தெரியும் எல்லாம் விளங்கச் செய்யும் அந்த பராகாஷ்ட மௌன அக்னியே பரந்தேவியே ஆதி பராசக்தியே அந்த பராகாஷ்ட மௌன அக்னியே பரந்தேவியே ஆதி பராசக்தியே உனக்கு வந்தனம் எல்லாம் விளங்கச் செய்யும் எல்லாவற்றையும் தோன்றச் செய்யும் அந்த பிந்து மண்டல வாசினியே என் புத்தியாய் உரைபவளே லலிதே ராஜராஜேஸ்வரி உனக்கு வந்தனம் விஸ்வாதாரியே சிவனே பரம் பொருளே பரமசிவனே உனக்கு அநேக கோடி வந்தனம் எல்லாம் தெரிந்தும் ஏதும் அறியா சிறுபாலகனை போலே வடவிருட்சத்தின் அடியில் மௌன வியாக்கியானம் பறையும் ஆதிகுரவே ஸ்ரீ தட்சிணாமூர்த்தே காலில் விழுந்து அழுது தொழுதேன் உன் காலில் விழுந்து அழுது தொழுதேன் என்னை உன் சிசுவாக்கு குருவே அபிநந்தனம் குருவே கோட்டி வந்தனம் பூர்ணமதః பூர்ணமிதம் பூர்ணாத் பூர்ணமுதச்யதே பூர்ணஸ்ய பூர்ணமாதாய பூர்ணமேவாவசிஷ்யதே. ஓம் சாந்தி சாந்தி சாந்தி. Friends, nothing is repeated in time. Yugas repeat, but the same Rama will not appear in the next Treta Yuga. It's not the same Rama, because that Rama has vanished. Another person with the same name, the same power comes. Like that Krishna, all those people appear and reappear. After the Yuga ends, even Surya vanishes. But next time when it appears as Srishtikarta, that same Surya will not repeat, coming and starting passing over the Srishti. So nothing repeats in history, in time. So we can argue that in Treta Yuga also, next Treta Yuga also Rama appears. Maybe the same history repeats as the Purana of Ramayana as we hear today. But the circumstances will be new, the person will be new, the perceptions will be new, everything will be new. So this becomes an excuse for compulsorily getting jeevan mukthi during one's birth, one's life. Next ಕಲಿಯುಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುತ್ತುಕುಮಾರ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಇವರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ this Janma itself will be leave attempting to towards Jeevan Mukti. It's not an excuse, because those people who appear with the same name will not be the same Muthukumar who has appeared now as Muthukumar in this Kaliyuga at this particular time. ನಾವೇ ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಜೀವನ ಮುಕ್ತಿ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಇಟ್ಬಿಡೋಣ. ನಾನು ರಾಮ ಔಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡೋಣ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರಾಮನ್ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ, ರಾವಣ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. So what I am trying to do, a common brain finds out compromises, excuses for its own vada, its own argument. Each one wants to take the claim that he does, or she does. Various people I met in Andhra Pradesh this time. Everyone is trying to tell about the stress, right from a reporter to a big time person. Everyone tries to complain about stress. That's all right. Previously we were not talking, nowadays people have started talking about this stress. A particular person who claimed to be Nastika started telling me that because he didn't want to ask spiritual questions and all, he started with this. See sir, in this infrastructure, these roads, it takes 3 hours to go to airport, and what is the solution for this? Can God solve all these things? Road ಅಷ್ಟು 2.5 ಗಂಟೆ ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾಸ್ತಿಕ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಕ್ಲೈಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನೋ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ನಾಸ್ತಿಕ. He fights against God, someone fights for God, both don't know God. So there is a fight between and in the name of God only. Leave God, what do you feel? Yes. Why God should come? No, I get stressed. I can't just think of taking a vehicle and moving on these roads. I get stressed beforehand. Then why do you blame government for it? That's a road at least you are saying. Then he told, it's okay. I am not blaming the government. I am talking about my stress. How to get relief from my stress. Very good. You identified the reason for stress. Then I told, opt not to move. If you opt or choose to move, then only say that I am reaching. If at all you want auto suggestions. Because God only has to reach you anywhere. You can start. The destination is already set. But who will allow you to reach that? Only God. Suppose you don't believe in God also, just to say that I have started. Without any thought, it is the best. Because kshaNa you will be moving. With that, you will develop auto-suggestion and positive vibrations so that I am moving well ahead of time I am going to reach. Definitely, whatever you call as God or natural forces will put you there before time. Then I told how much Bhuma Devi would have got stressed. Ordinary Bukate land. And everybody is claiming mine, and government gets that it's I am going to lay the road for public service, and you are going to put hot tar on there. Tar with vertical. And like that you are going to disturb the Bhuma Devi even without doing the puja. Allowing Bhuma Devi to just bear with all of us. Then how much she would have got stressed there. But still she holds all the vehicle. She allows you to move. That's her greatness. Learn patience from nature. So, no one should study the negative aspects of the world. Suppose Rama is there, unless he had self-confidence. If all of us start telling about Ravana's power, that man's power, this man's power, for a normal person it gets jittery over all this. So one who lives every second like Rama or Siddhas or Gurus or any conductor, Chaploli Gorgoda, if they are free and live for that moment, they are the greatest people on earth. The faith keeps even these people who mend boots moving, otherwise they would have touched their profession. Another great person was telling, I was doing seva, now Archana Bandhade, a lot of people have started stopping me from doing good to others. Suppose I have to take water from here, Archana Bandhade, I have to stress, I have to move a little, I have to be a little flexible, and this has to help me. And I have to get the power of drinking, and then I have to drink. There is nothing to complain about. If all these are going to be a work which stops me from drinking, then I should not drink. So I asked, what is great stress about all this? Now, over the period, I have spent crores of rupees on seva. I told her, is it directly from your family or otherwise? No, it's all different organizations. I am routing it for sale. First eviction is just because it's not from the family. It's only some money routed. It's not a seva, it's just an agency. But he was going on telling, counting the benefits of others. This happened here, this happened here, this happened to the tribals, this happened to this person, that person, so many things. And ultimately I told, just to take a bucket full of water while you go home and pour it, cool the water, pour it on your head. I have never done anything. It's all God's. Let that be forgotten. Let all those thoughts die. Then you will see that you become really a upakarana. You will be doing a lot of service without going to tell that there is adachane, this problem, that person. Nothing is going to happen if you are just an instrument. Till such a time, if I am going on adding to my these things, then naturally there will be people, other things which may put a stop, which may try to stop the seva activities. So Ultimately in the TV it was Sa Eva, that is Seva. He alone runs. If that thought comes, then you are doing Seva. Till such a time, it's an activity, it's a karma. It's a great thought, Sa Eva. If one can feel it, what else he wants? The problem is we are comparing our activities with the liberation. We are comparing our thoughts with liberation. We think that we are sinners and we say that we are not eligible. It's not an SLC exam. Every single individual is eligible. Others feel that I have done a lot of seva, punya, I am eligible. I am reading 700 shlokas of Gita, but still my wife has got this disease. Where is Krishna? This was a question. So like that, either believe in Krishna or believe in nothing. You just go ahead with life. So either God is or you are. If you are, take responsibility for all activities. If God is, don't blame anything as yours. But you come to my office, you will see how much stress I get. The stress created from some others is first created by me. Very simple thing. When there is a reaction force acting on me personally, the first force of negative vibrations have started from me only. So if you have identified that it is me, then the answer is easy. And there is nothing in the world which is really unsolvable problems. It's all created problems by human existence. And the liberation is not in a thought. The liberation is not freedom to do anything. This liberation is not in good activities or bad activities. So, misidentifying this with a good thought, a good feeling, a good sentiment, a good activity has risen to this misunderstanding freedom. The thought comes and goes. The sentiments remain. The impressions are gathered. And the memory lives. So the memory tries to tell us, next time when a particular incident comes, this is what happened last time, so beware. But this memory should not be trusted. Like time does not repeat, history does. In history also it doesn't repeat. This memory is not a good thing to possess. And if I quote some person, you will say that they are minorities. There is only 1% like that. It is not. So all of us are eligible for that. Fountain of knowledge was Shankara's. You knew from what have been printed, Vivekananda possessed such power of just turning the pages and knowing things. He could remember anything in any particular page. Like that, the geniuses were living and are living. These are all not even connected to sound in the brain. Very deeply know this. It's a very big mystical thing I'm trying to tell. All this memory, all this storage of information, not even related to sound. That's why it will stop now and remember from Kruta Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, till Kali Yuga, all these sounds up to 13th April 2008 we have created. How much sound we have created in this world? Is it connected to God? Not even, he doesn't even understand this. He will say, bah, bah. How much sound we have created? Then what to talk of impressions, what to talk of vasanas, what to talk of births, deaths, what to talk of natural evolution? Nothing. Ultimately. ಬಹಳ ತುಂಬ ನೀವು ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಬ್ಯಾ ಬ್ಯಾ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಶೌಟ್ ಎನಿಮೋರ್. So, I am talking of sound which even has not reached a small element in God. What to talk of our activities, what to talk of our sentiments, what to talk of our beliefs, it's all nothing. At least let us understand the secret of sound. Tell. First feel this sound in Dhabi. Are you feeling it? It doesn't vibrate? Then come to the heart, just to jump. Then go about your eyes and reach here. That's all the natural sound of God. You interpret as Om, Aim, Him, any way you interpret. Only this, without any syllables, this sound exists. In the Srishti, a silent sound. Then in the feelings and the heart level, a little power. Then the B sound. It just rotates in circuits. That's all the sound which exists in this world. If at all we can catch breaking our tongue. The ultimate nuclear scientist can do this maybe, but he can't reach this sound because he is part of that sound. That's the problem. We can't reach God because we are part of God. We can't be truth because truth's expansion we are. So everything is so nicely built up that we lose the fragrance by identifying or thinking about the same in some other manner. That's all. So this created sound which has been created by us is the real sound which exists in this universe, which exists in this body also. But have we identified that sound with any of our thoughts or activities in day-to-day life? ಈ ಶಬ್ದನೇ ನಾನು ಅನ್ನೋ ಥಾಟ್ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಈ ಶಬ್ದನೇ ನನ್ನ ನಾಲಿಗೆಯಿಂದ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಶಬ್ದವಾಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಶಬ್ದನೇ ಅದು ಇದು ಮೈಕು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಅನಿಸ್ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಅದು ವ್ಯವಹಾರವೆಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಶಬ್ದನೇ. ಬಟ್ in any walk of my life, in any point of my time, have I identified this sound as the source? No. So identify the sound from which anything else is coming out. I want to reach to the moon. That I is also bija for what you call excellence. I ಅನ್ನೋ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತದಲ್ಲಿ ಐಂ ಅಂತಿರಲ್ಲ I. So when I contemplate on this, someday I have to reach the moon. Which I has to reach which moon? The moon outside, does it exist? Surya, is it what is it actually? Is it a graha or what is it? Suppose I have to reach to the moon. Where exactly it is? Then I have to create a spacecraft to travel to the moon. Then I have to prepare myself and I have to be flexible to the laws of space, and then I have to move to moon. This much if you can think within, then you will understand mind. ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಏನು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೈಂಡ್? The thinking of I is part of mind or beyond mind. I want to excel in power. Shakti ಹೊಂದಬೇಕು. I want to get educated. I want to get lot of money. I want to respect elders. I want to be totally committed to bhakti. I want to reach the highest jnana. Everything is part of mind. ನನ್ನದಲ್ಲ, ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ಒಂದು. The more I am getting committed to a single thought, it becomes more powerful as a thought in that person. So I want to get released, I want to get liberation. If that thought enters, it's also part of the mind, but it gets the power to move that I to greater extents. So get liberated. Identify the sound in you. ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಗಲಾಟೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕುರು ಅಂತದೆ. ವಿ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅನದರ್ ಭ್ರಮರ ಓಡುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ. ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಆಸಿಡಿಟಿ ಓಮ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಏಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೊಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಬೀಜಾಕ್ಷರ ಥರ ನಮಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಥರ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬಾಡಿಲಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ಸ್ happen like that. Put up all the fans, one moment. So, because you have to get rid of this fans effect on your head, just do like that. Or you do like this. Are you feeling normal? Normal without fans impressions. Ilva? Any day without fan you can easily feel, but now because the fan was there, just catch any of this. Any of your hair. You will feel the heart sound, dum. If you don't get it, try at home. Anywhere in your body, just do like this. You will get dum. Catch here. Carefully watch. You will get that. Are you getting? Don't say yes, no also can say. Are you getting? A single hair also tries to give you the beat. Low BP la hinge ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. High BP, low BP ಕೂಡ. Anyone can identify? No. Pulsation there. That's what I call as the pulsation. Labdab ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, labdabನಿಗೆ ಅಟ್ಲ ಆಗುತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. But you will feel just like here, like that you will get the feel. In any part of the body, particularly above the hips, you get the function of prana affecting in natural way of medically blood circulation up to the brain, but mystically it is the power of cosmos. How it functions, receiving so many collected and connected informations and entering here and just spreading to the body, making the body ready for work. Even if I don't want to do something, my body will do that thing. Why it happens? Because there is a power entering and I have to do that. I may not like it, I may like it. But a person with tapas can just choose not to do it. That's all. All others will start working on the path. How that power enters, I was trying to do. So, the power entering and up to the feet it runs. So in the later stages, when the sound I told enters, it will be through the big toe nails and making the abdomen gets activated. Then slowly it will come to the head, where we will hear the sound. We will not create the sound, we will start hearing the sound. Then if you can just relax from this, where this sound comes, all the light and sound will get, and you get released. This is one way of getting released. In all these stages, we have to just watch, that's all. An individual getting liberated. The total silence is, we need not know it. As we, as a person, we have to come out the physical and mental, which has captured us, we have to come about it, that's all. That's why I say, hear every opinion, decide by yourself. And when you decide, you don't get hurt or you will not hurt others. Such a decision will definitely be supported. And then slowly, try always to live in the moment so that whether we are rich or poor, position or that, in the office, in houses, you can be reacting to the things very easily without getting bound by memory, thoughts, etc. Suppose you are sitting in a restaurant, that you want me, I am the donkey of the group. Also, please call me like that. In one of the birthday functions, I traveled all the 700 kilometers from Madrid to Barcelona to meet a great Swamiji. And someone wrote to me that he is very great and I was expecting a big load of people allowing me not to enter into his room and all. But I found that this person was simply joking with some people inside the room. And I was feeling how I should enter because I have seen big Swamijis. Then I entered. These are all what he told in Chodaya. Then after getting an interview, I became so, as an European, this word also I use. We are always suspicious. We don't believe in any gurus, first of all. So, I came and interacted and I could not build up my own ego because everything fell from me. It was so simple and I don't see him as a person. Then how do I call him? Then this question I asked him. Who are you? Are you Guruji? I was Sri, then only name, then someone added Sri, someone added Maharishi, someone added Bhavan, then someone added Guruji. That so many names they have added there, but I don't know, I can't answer this question. Then how do I call you? Guruji, Swamiji, this, that. I don't know, whatever you wish. No, tell me how to call you. Then Guruji told me that call me a donkey, I don't mind. Till now he is like that. He meant, till now he doesn't maintain that ego of Guruji. But how he ended with his English, European English, till now he is. So, this you are saying, what is that? In a restaurant. But we will always be busy in thinking what is beneficial for us. Usually, not worrying about X, Y, Z, someone is getting illness, that always we will not enter our. When we are alone, what is so beneficial for us? What shall I do this for my benefit? Usually, I don't blame. Everything else vanishes, only I don't call it selfishness. My wishes come to my forefront and I start thinking about it. I don't know. My mind is always absent. I don't know how people think, but this is how I perceive. This is how a person may think. That's my perception. So to my advantage, what can happen, what can happen, this, he thinks. Suddenly a coffee comes, which is not expected, or a welcome drink comes, let us say, a juice is brought suddenly. Sir, here is your welcome drink. So we get a jerk. But in between that jerk and accepting the juice is the kshaNa. Is the kshaNa where there is no thought. Can you put yourself in the gap and start doing alochana of good wishes or accepting drink? Then you are beyond, you are in the gap of silence where the kshaNa is living with you forever. Are we all getting it? In between losing of those thoughts and in between recognizing something which is existing in front of us, that breaking point in us is the kshaNa of silence. That's why I always say don't expect the unexpected. Because all the moments we get that, we should not get stressed. That is the easiest way. Then we will not live every second. It is our silence. Then we can wish to even travel to moon. Wish becomes a wish only. It doesn't disturb us and ask us to be furious about others and start working on our all those Josh will run away, but others will be on Josh, working for us. Ramana may not do anything, all others have to do. Because a person beyond that. If whole world, that's why it's told, first Indras will, a person who does tapas, Indra will send Urvashi Ramba to destroy. Why it is told? Because the nature of sensual sensibility will be put to test. Then comes Agni, then comes even Indra's Simhasana is burned. That is Bhutas, means elements will come and test. This one symbolically they put in Puranas, this person will come and test you, this person will come and test you. It's not that they don't recognize or enter into that. Be beyond. Once you have got an ambition, hold to it. This is only for sannyasis who are doing tapas. But Grahastha, it's a different thing. But still, why I am trying to tell you, if anything comes to disturb, don't get disturbed. So, right from Indra's this thing to Agni to there will be Pralaya. That is how even when Asuras do tapas, they will run to Vishnu or Shiva. Whole world is drinking now. Water has entered everywhere. Someone should be doing tapas. So what to do? These Puranas try to tell us that the power of tapas, more one wants to enter into silence, naturally there will be disturbance outside. And once I put that kshaNa, once one has entered into silence, then even if he doesn't think anything, all others will try to fulfill the needs and the wishes and anything. What did it do? Need and anything. So understand this, and that is better than working for things. Learning and is it easy? Once one can recognize this kshaNa, it itself is a big thing. Because no one knows in this world that there is a silence existing. Because he is operating missing silence. And in the deep sleep also, even if silence exists, he can't sleep properly. He gets 4 people's broke. So he misses that silence everywhere. Even for Job, it's told, it's true. Isn't it? So, deep silence is not felt because the ego cannot catch it. So what kshaNa I told, the ego is absent in Jagrata Avastha. It's a big thing. But in Jagrata Avastha, missing ego is, there may be one person or two persons in the whole world living today. But there can be many, all can become that. All have missed it. Everyone thinks that I am so and so, I am working for this, I am God, I am doing this. And it's just a thought in Jagrata Avastha. Can he miss it? The purpose of human life is to miss that ownership of anything. So try and once you have entered into this kshaNa of silence, the kshaNa only holds. Other things become an expansion from the wish of that kshaNa. Is it too much? It's understandable. Don't understand. But, so sarvAdhAriye means one who has everything, one you get that laya in which all have attained you. Don't give much thoughts. Morning to night we run for somebody's sake or our sake. We try to get into this gap of silence and start working. Let us not think of anything because all of you would have done the Panchanga Shravana and both the rain and all the behavior and all. About other negative things, let me not tell anything, and let us hope that India is positive and spiritual. Let all the leaders, judiciary, political and religious, heads and others, let them become wise. Ultimately what they want, ultimately what anyone wants, let them think about and sincerely adhere to their thoughts and let them fulfill the needs of haves and have-nots. It's primary responsibility of each individual to get happiness and spread happiness. Only thing correction is needed in getting happiness. What is happiness? How do I get happy? If the happiness is from any circumstances from outside, then I would like to have another repetition or another circumstance which can create better happiness in me. So no comparison, no race. When you miss this, there is a sort of contentment which acts as happiness. Deep in the buddhi, only bliss alone exists. And that bliss cannot be corrupted. You can show the entire world to it. Ananda is Ananda. Perhaps it will just spill out and bless this world. It will not try to grab the world and keep within the reins of Ananda. Such is the power of Ananda. Attain this bliss and work for others. Each of us need help. Each of others also need help. If I am a little bound within, then I can't help anyone. This bondage creates anger when others don't help me. So this help should be free from this bounded knowledge. It should be natural, spontaneous, and we will get help like that. When I don't pain others, others can't pain me. Because I am in that state. If we know, then there is no stress. Because peace is existence, happiness is in existence. But in the field of experimentation, we lose those things and become bound by ego. So, existence is always peaceful. Experimentation with the ego creates an experience, and the experience always runs for excellence. And for that excellence, there is no limit in this world. Guinness book is always rewritten. One can stand for 120 hours, another will stand for 500 hours and create a record. So, where is excellence that cannot be attained? We are chasing a Maya Murga. But not, in order to motivate and work in the world, we need some kind of excellence. That is understandable, where there is sportsmanship, where there is no fight for excellence. It's not an exam in this world, it's only a sport. Life is a sport, if you understand. Even this excellence become very handy in becoming free. What are the 4 stages where ego is working? First is what? Existence. Experimentation. This existence, whether I am living or not, I have to experiment in. So I start experimenting. Then third, experience. I experience something. Then that experience is not enough. Others will tell, if I get this chair, someone will put a bigger chair and sit. So this experience reaches to search for excellence. And that excellence, where's the end? If you are very much knowing about your existence, then you excel in all these other 4 fields also. Other 3 fields also. Experimentation, because you cautiously experiment, then experience, and which results in excellence. If God gives you all the plenty, know that it's God's. More you spread, more will come to you. More we possess, then we are alone responsible. Even a deity, if you start putting lot of money in that deity, avaranas and all, to keep that you need a treasury, then you need something else. It's unavoidable. So, be free. Let no one question the deity or avaranas, because world is the avarana of God. Make it golden, like the golden era in all of us dawn. May you all be happy, plentiful, prosperous, and spread whatever you have got around. Let all the people smile. Happy sarvAdhAriye New Year to you. Happy sarvAdhAriye. We have to wait. Thank you. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.